Hi, my name is Ryan Matheson. I am the head chef of the Royal Horse Guards and the predominantly 121-2 restaurant. And we left it almost plain, so we really just salt and pepper, pan fried it to get all the juices and the sweetness out of it, and we topped it off with almost a little crust. So it was flavored with different fish eggs, keta, avruga. Mix that in with a bit of chives and some pumpernickel, and we serve that with a mash, a velouté of potato. Really, it's more like a fondue, so it was nice and soft. And then we just served it with the natural juice that came out of the scallops. We oak smoked it up, but before we do that, we marinate it almost in a sugar, salt, cinnamon, aniseed mixture. Then we put it in our smoker with the yolk, fume it all up, warm smoke it, pull it off, shock freeze it, quickly as you can, so it traps all the flavors inside there. And then, you get that nice, delicate flavor that mixes in a little bit with the cinnamon, and it works well with the kumquats, the cauliflower snow, the bavarois, which you currently have on the a la carte menu, a vegetarian option to your duck dish. And that's served with red pepper sponge, is what I call it. And it's basically red pepper. We get all the juice from the red pepper. We blitz it all down, squeeze it out, reduce that, and we serve it with, we mix it in a little bit of flour, egg white, lecithin. Don't forget lecithin. Cool it all down and put it in a sip hone, charge it up, and off you go. Then we put it in plastic cups, and then we put it in the microwave for a couple of seconds, blows it up, takes it out of the cups, and there you have it. Nice red pepper sponge. We source it through Foreman's, which is one of the producers of great salmon. Get it fresh in, trim it down. We sous vide it, seal it in a vacuum bag only with a little bit of olive oil, and we stick that in a water bath, 51 degrees. Put that on a little bit of a bed of pumpernickel. So we actually make the mayonnaise with dill and milk. Serve that with the prawn crackers. We make that fresh also. Again, some of you guys who are watching might know, it's boiled rice. We boil it out, blitz it down, put it on silpat mats, dry it out, then we refry that. Sprinkle a bit of dried prawns in the mixture when we are drying it out, and there you have it. Great salmon dish for everybody. The egg is cooked, put in the water bath whole, and we about 65 degrees for 35 minutes. So it actually coagulates around, and it keeps the center nice and soft and cooked. Take that out. We break it in inside warm water again. Just about 80 degrees of water, a little bit of salted water. We break that in, then we scoop the egg out. The chicken is whole roasted baby chicken. We roast it traditionally how you roast normal chicken at home. We stuff it with herbs and onion. We base it back with the juices once the juices are out, so the chicken is quite flavorful. And we pick that down, serve it with a little bit of bourbois sauce. A little bit of cress. We keep the skins from the chicken, crisp that up, deep fry them, stick that on the plate, and there you have it. Egg, chicken, and chips with a little bit of potato crisp. But to add a bit of dimension to a palate cleanser, we had a nice mandarin sorbet. But to give it a little bit of diversity, we had some stewed clementine. It's nice, clean, fresh. Again, the pastry chef doing a great job with that recipe. We dried trumpet de la mort out, sprinkled that on the plate. We have a braised brisket of beef, cooked for 5 hours, trimmed down and then warmed again into the braising liquid. Cotswold beef, which is locally sourced. Very delicate and nice baby parsnips, Jerusalem artichoke on that plate. We had curly kale on there, which we deep fried to give a little bit of crunch, a little bit of crispiness. And then we our reduced Shiraz jus, just to add that intensity to the plate and make it a real homey beef dish. we looked at of serving up a nice subtle orange posset, which is always a big hit, and we kind of threw in a little curveball with a little bit of sherbet on top, delicate little meringue, and it just worked wonders, especially with the taste bud, bringing back memories for everybody. Cocoa marshmallows, has cremeux in it. It has cocoa ear, frozen ear. It has cocoa dust. It has almost like a sandy element of wafers inside there. I mean, it was just a celebration of chocolate, or cocoa, as you might say. I've been cooking for a long time in the kitchen with my grandmother, I would say. I entered the industry studying hotel and hospitality management, really, and one of the chefs, we had to cook during uni, and the chef looked at me and said, "Why don't you major in culinary? Because I think you have the right touch." And I thought, in the kitchen, it's hot, it's sweaty. But I fell in love with it. I fell in love with cooking. I fell in love with the way people are in the kitchen, the way people help each other out, the bantering, the fun, the laughs, the joke, the smile on people's face when they eat a great plate created by you. You know. So I stuck with it. Worked in some nice places in London. Never regretted the opportunity to come to London. I think it's a great culinary hub. I think a lot of the inspiration that is in my cooking. It's all about the people and what I think somebody what they would like to taste, the mouthfeel, the textures, the flavors. I think somebody would love to enjoy when you're having that prime protein, as you might say. And yeah, I just look forward to cooking every day.